So I was just sitting here and I was going through my YouTube videos from 2019, and I thought I might share some of the highlights with you. So come on, pull up a chair, get a little closer. Let's have some fun. All right, so the very first video that I did for the year, which is the same video that I did last year, and will be the same video that I do again for next year, is my Walt Disney World dated themed merchandise. So we look forward to bringing you the 2020 merchandise, probably the second week in January, but it will be my first official upload for the year. I may sneak in a live stream, hint, hint about that, before then, but it will be my first official one. A few weeks after that, I decided to start a second series along with my Disney series that I put up on Wednesdays, and that was called South Florida Saturdays. And my first video that I did was visiting the South Florida Fair. And we had a great time with that. Been going there since I was a little kid. Always took my kids there, and we still go back to this day every year. So I will definitely be making sure to hit that up again. But yeah, it's a great time, and huge property where they have it, and always a lot of fun. And a few more weeks after that, we head up to Disney for Lauren's 17th birthday. She brought along a group of her friends, and we went to the International Festival of the Arts that they hold at Epcot. We really enjoy that. We enjoy the paintings, we enjoy the music, we enjoy the Broadway. Always enjoy the Broadway, big Broadway family. So we had a really great time with that. They had a great lunch as part of her birthday celebration there at the California Grill. And the characters were great, the food was great. I had a whole bunch of vegans with me, and they all thoroughly enjoyed it. So they were able to accommodate their buffet, well, not buffet, but where they bring it to your table. It's family style eating. And everybody had a great time. The most magical moment happened when I went to go check into our room at the Bay Lake Tower. We were there for one night. I was informed that we had been upgraded to a 4-bedroom suite. This 4-bedroom suite had two floors, and 4 balconies, and it was really amazing. It truly was a very magical experience for her to be able to share that with her friends. You could practically touch Space Mountain. You could, see Cinderella's castle right there. The room was amazing. So you'll want to check that out if you get a chance. I went and I called back later to see just how much it would cost me if I wanted that room for one night. And I believe they said it was about $4,000. So that was definitely a magical moment, and was really happy that happened. All right, after that, I spent some more time just kind of getting around South Florida. Obviously, we went to Disney, and I put up the Disney videos all along. But the next series of things that I did was I went to Mardi Gras, which is a local festival that they have here, and that was a lot of fun. There you go. And there's the tons of booths, entertainment, just some great art. And after Mardi Gras, we went ahead and headed over to the West Palm Beach Spring RV Show, and that was a bigger one than the fall one, and they had a lot of great stuff there. So that was very exciting. And again, that was actually held at the same place that they hold the South Florida Fair. And after that, Turtle Fest. I went to Turtle Fest, and that was a lot of fun. There's always a lot of local entertainment, tons of booths. It's right across from the beach. So lots of food, fun, drinks, and it's all for a great cause. So if you're ever down here when they're doing Turtle Fest at the Loggerhead Marine Center, I encourage you to check it out. And it is also extremely educational. Anytime that you want to go by there with your kids, they always have something going on. And the turtles are always there in the hospital that you can see, and it's really a great place. I then went and saw the dinosaurs. Roar. at the South Florida Science Center, and we took a look at everything else that was there, and that was fun to go back because I hadn't been back in a while since the kids were little. So it was a lot of fun to see everything that had changed for the better. They did a lot of great things to it. So that was kind of fun. And following that, I don't know that you know that the Columbus ships have replicas that travel around the country, and they do stop here once a year. So I was able to get on board and take a tour of those ships, and that's something else I encourage you to do if you ever get the chance. That was a lot of fun, and again, extremely educational. They had it at Harborside this year, which is a nice shopping entertainment area that we have. After that, we did head back up to Disney, and we had some fun. We went to Epcot Dapper Day. It was a gorgeous day for the weather. Just a lot of fun. Dapper Day is an event that's not just for Disney. They do it at other places also, but twice a year they do a spring and a fall one, and they do them at all the parks. There's a website on there. You can go take a look at that. But it's always a lot of fun to see everybody all dressed up. We got dressed up for the fall one. We did not get dressed up for the spring one, however. And we were also up there for Hollywood Studios' 30th birthday, and that was quite a day. Wasn't quite what I expected. It was a lot of media, it was a lot of people, it was a lot of vloggers, and it was a little parade and a little announcement. So, yeah. So I kind of did a twist on it and sort of did happy birthday or rest in peace. And in the video, I went around and showed the places that were still there after the 30 years that were original, or the places that had closed down and that were no longer there. So that was kind of a fun video. From one of the other things that we did was we went to the VIP pass holder event. Those were really great. I don't know if they're still holding those. I know since Galaxy's Edge opened and they've changed all their crazy extra magic hours and things like that, I'm not sure. But we had a great time doing that. Did a little Disney bounding when we were up there for that. But I do the timeline, and I showed basically how many rides we went on, how long we had to wait, and I gave you the whole, it's a whole timeline of the evening if you're interested. I do recommend those. You just have to make the reservation. It wasn't any extra cost to go to that. That's just something that they do for the annual pass holders. Something else that I do is I do resort walkarounds. And kind of what this is when we stay at a different resort, I like to fully walk around the whole thing so that you can really get an idea and layout of the whole thing. So if you like to take runs or walks, or you have a dog or anything like that, or you have somebody with special needs and you want to know, can I get from this place to this place, I try to fully show everything, the ground, the levels, the stairs, just about everything, and that's why it's called a walk around. So I do those intermittently whenever we stay at other places. I like to put those up. And so that brings us to June. In June was a big birthday month for me. I turned 50. Ricky turned 16, so we went up to the fort and we had a great time. He really enjoyed himself. He went on the pontoon boats. They just love him down there at the marina, and he loves the marina. So we're going to be a little curious when we go up there in January. I don't know if it'll be too cold to go out on the pontoon boats, or if they're running to the full capacity that they have been, because one of the things that we did discover while we were up there was when they came out with all the announcements of the changes. Now the construction that's going on there now it's pretty big, and a lot of things are changing. And we were up there in June. We kind of got the word of it. We kind of saw the plans. We talked to a couple of the cast members, and we got kind of a sneak peek of what we're actually seeing now. So But for my birthday, yay! One of the things that I did for my birthday was I went to the Disney's Villains Unite. And now this was an extra ticketed event, but it was awesome. I mean, it was really fun. It was the darker side of Disney, you could say. The villain show was awesome. They had Maleficent roaming around the streets. That was really cool. Just the music and the atmosphere and the characters that you got to see. We had a really great time doing that, and that was a lot of fun. The dance party and everything that went with that was fun. I also got to meet Mickey and Minnie on my 50th birthday, so that was obviously the highlight of my day, honestly. Getting those pictures taken and getting to celebrate with them. And one of the other things that I did was I got to meet up with a whole bunch of other vloggers that I know, and I was so thankful that they came out to celebrate the day with me. And we had a great time walking around Magic Kingdom, doing everything, looking at stuff and going on rides. And yeah, so I had a great day. Ricky had a great time. I believe Father's Day was squeezed in there somewhere, so it was sort of a trip for everybody. We had a really wonderful time. Yeah, we got to go up for the preview, the pass holder preview for Galaxy's Edge. We're not big Star Wars fans, but we had a great time. We are big Disney fans, and we really enjoyed the theming and the characters that they had walking around and the interaction that they had with everybody. And yeah, we had a great time doing that and going on the ride. I have not been on the new ride yet. I will see about getting on that on my next trip. But that brings us into fall. And what is fall but not our absolute favorite month, because it is Halloween. Halloween at Magic Kingdom. And one of our favorite things to do is to go on the Mickey Not So Scary Halloween party. We only got to do it once this year because we decided to do the Christmas party also this year, which was really fun. I did not do a video on the Christmas party. Lauren and I went there and dressed in our pajamas, and we met up with some friends, and I don't think I pulled the camera out the whole time, except to take a picture at the end of the night, and we just had a great time making lots of great memories and having a lot of fun. But when we did go, we had a great time. Lauren broke out her Seymour Little Shop of Horrors costume, and the new fireworks that they had at that replaced the Hallowishes were awesome. Hallowishes were one of my favorite fireworks, so I was a little worried about that, but they were great. Obviously, the characters were all out. We did not meet with Sally and Jack this year. We met with them a couple years ago, and it's just a long wait. And in the video, I think it was like the party hadn't even started yet, and it was like a 3-hour wait. So, but her costume was awesome. We had a lot of great character interactions. Unfortunately, she did suffer from carpal tunnel syndrome for at least about 4 weeks or a month or more after that. But we had a great time, and we really enjoyed that. So one of the other things then I did get to go to was I get to go to the fall RV show. And that was nice. It was very windy and blustery that day, like it always seems to be. But we had a lot of fun doing that. And it's always fun to dream what our next bigger camper will be. And one of the other things that I did now is I started another series, along with the South Florida series and the Walt Disney series. I started a Watch My Garden Grow series. And that was something that I decided to do late in the fall season. And I've been very appreciative of everybody that's been watching it. And I have a whole playlist of it if you want to get caught up. They're not very long videos. You can kind of skim through there and see how everything's grown. So while Lauren and I were doing all of that, Ricky and Daddy spent the year working on a little man project that I was very happy to finally put the video out for, and that was our cargo trailer to camper conversion of our Horton Hauler. And so that was a really great video. We had a great time making it, and we can't wait to get it up to the fort and actually use it. So we're excited about that. One of the other things that we made it up to Epcot for was we made it up there for the Elastilluminations, and that was quite an ordeal. The weather was horrific, and there were vloggers everywhere, which was always fun. And we did get to stick around though, and we watched the big boom. We watched them go ahead and blow out the rest of the gas that was in the tank. So that was a lot of fun. The next night obviously was the first Epcot Forever, and that was a little disappointing, honestly. So I look forward to seeing what will replace it. But while we were up there, we did get to capture the Epcot experience, and that was really great. I don't know how long it's going to be there. I think that it's going to come down in January at some point when the new show and everything else starts back up, and I don't know what will be in that area. But it was a great experience. I really loved the visual of it and the whole feeling of it, and everything else that they had going on there was a lot of fun. So that kind of wraps up the year. One of my last videos that I put out was my attempt at a clickbait video, and that was a tough decisions have to be made was the title of the video. And really what that is about, it's about what's hiding behind my little tiara, and that is the grays. And I have decided to stop coloring my hair. I'm not going to just go gray and do it now, do it casually and sort of, I'm going to just do it. I'm not going to dye my hair anymore. I'm going to watch it fade out. So if you want to join me for that, come along. That'll be another series that I do next year. So in wrapping all of this up, one of the things that I wanted to do was just kind of show you a highlight of where I had been last year. And I'm looking forward to moving ahead to next year. We're going to be back up in Disney for the second week in January, I believe, as long as all the weather's holding out. If the weather gets really nasty, we may do a last minute change, but right now that's the goal. So we'll get to see the new merchandise, we'll get to see all of the new construction at the fort. Yeah, so I'm excited about that because I feel like it's been forever since I've been up there, even though it has been forever. Anyway, so then I want to continue my South Florida Saturday videos. I don't know that, again, if I'll put one out on every Saturday, but I'm going to try. I do have a video planned for the Du Bois Park, so that should be very interesting. I'm going to get a special tour of the house on the inside, so I look forward to that. I will continue with the gardening videos. I like to post them on Sundays, so look for more of those. And then I will be doing my Going Gray series, and I don't know how often that will be, but I'll just document it as it goes along. So I want to thank everybody that has gotten me to where I am today, which is over 1K. Yay! So I'm excited about being able to live stream again. Now that I have my 1,000 subs, so we'll probably do some of that up in Disney in the next couple weeks. So I'm very excited about that. So I just want to thank everybody that has joined me on my trip. And if you are new seeing this video and you like what you saw and you think you might like what I'm going to show, please go ahead and hit subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell so you know when my videos come out. And we will see you in 2020. And as always, don't forget to go out and give someone a random hug. We'll see you real soon.